Greetings. Welcome to a Wednesday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. This might be going up late, specifically because the time that I normally would have recorded was spent troubleshooting the server, but that's okay. We adapt. We had some fun last week. We put in these things. Woo! Okay, if I right-click on this. By the way, you can make covers for these. You notice I put the little white. They still look a little wonky, but hey, whatever. The arena, that's the little reinforced battle room that I've actually got. The enchanting room. What? Right here in front of. I decided to make this an enchanting space again. Oh gosh, you got the Ender IO lab. Whoa. Where am I going? Where am I going? Whoa. Oh gosh, we've got all the way down into engineering. All the way down here. This kind of spits us out here. We can go to the warehouse, one floor up. Right here. Oh, we've got the magic tower way over here. I took out all the long distance charging pipes because you have to stop in order to charge up. And honestly, the stop points for charging up are annoying in this structure because it's not big enough to really merit the speed boost. Not really. Now, another thing I've discovered is you cannot do junctions with the high-speed pipes, and they won't go vertical. You can only do horizontal lines. So honestly, the normal viaducts are what I'm just going to end up using. Let's go over to the tech tower. Let's see what that's like. Go through here. And then, we get spit out in the tech tower. I think this thing's awesome. I want to be over here. I absolutely positively love it. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't. I want to go to the magic tower. Woo! I could do this all day. These things are awesome. I'm going to start pulling up the floors around these things and actually filling the space beside them with some pretty decorative blocks from Chisel. So you have some colorful scenery to go past when you're using them. Just cause. Why not? I don't think I have this hooked back up yet. I do not need to hook it back up. Okay. Upstairs. Enough viaduct nonsense. If you notice, I've got my bound armor right here. I actually have 3 demon blood shards. Each one of these has 1 weak blood shard. I need to take it apart and then replace it with the demon blood shard. So, do I have... Well, yeah, tons of blood in the blood network. This still isn't hooked up either. So I actually have, I do have some extra. So when I do the boots, I still haven't done the boots, by the way. When I do the boots, I can actually just go straight to that. I just don't know what sigils I would put on the boots. I have a ritual stone right here. I'm going to go over here and be nasty and toggle vein. Whee! Okay. I actually need, how about just a stack of dirt? That's fine. It's fine. Let's go up here and get all of this stuff. Now we have this monstrosity beneath my feet. I'm going to get this here, get this here. We are going to pick that up. We get our stack of dirt. I think I'm going to put this right here. Think I'm wrong. Let's see if it's going to be big enough of a space. We should have no blocks left. You should use all of them. There we go. No more sparkles. That is not 100% centered, but that's as centered as we're going to get it with that thing there. Let's get all of it. Woohoo! Let's get all of this stuff out of the way. All of these leaf blocks must go because I don't want them catching on fire. Okay, so I can put that away. We're going to get this. And, oh crap. Hang on. Let's fly over here real quick. I forgot something. We put the ritual down, and I'm actually going to leave it there. We don't need this. What we do need is this. Yes. We're going to take these things apart one at a time. which means I need to turn my magnet off first. Let's do that. Well, that was simple. So now we have 5 things for the helmet. There is a divination sigil, blood lamp, and then we've got this that went with it. That's going to go with it. That is going to be an extra. I'm going to put that over there and probably forget. Oh, yeah. Tons of blood in the blood network. No problem. Okay, so now we right-click this. And we get that back instantly. We're going to put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that there. That there. And then this one's going to go there. Let's see. I don't know why I'm putting these out. Okay. A rush of energy. There we go. That right there. That right there. So now, not only can we turn our magnet back on, we can put it back up here. We can also go back over here and actually redo. Nobody's on the server, thankfully, so this is loud. Redo our blood armor. Okay. Oh, I don't need this. I can put the activation crystal away. Activation crystal. Okay, I need to hook that back to the LP system. Server's been running like a champ, by the way. Let's do the helmet. I'm going to do that. And in theory, we should actually have a really good helmet now. If we get... Okay, I got to remember... I actually need to have this up one because it's easier to do it without changing anything. Let's get this, get this, get this. We're going to do... Doesn't matter where you put them. Wherever. There we go. We do the pants now. We get these. This is the whirlwind. It is supposed to work on the armor. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. That there. There. And there we go. So now... if I do this... I don't actually have any boots. Let's do that. As you can see, I actually do have my sigil up there. I mean, the a blood LP network indicator right up here in the left corner, left side towards the top. I got that right there. If we fall down here into the water, I have night vision because I can see amazing underwater. We sink right to the bottom. And if you also notice now, my breath bar is not refilling. It's not depleting. Sorry. It is staying refilled constantly. That is a part of the... Yep, you see, we got Whirlwind 2, Night Vision, Fire Resistance, and Water Breathing. We are ultimate in terms of defenses now. This armor is really good. It's going to be using a lot of our LP stuff in order to... power this, but that's fine. I think Sigil of the Green Grove? Sigil of the Green Grove? Let's go over here. I'm just going to find something real quick to pick. These are glowstone seeds. I don't know. Of the Green Grove. Yep. It is working. It is not super high speed, but it's working. Basically, this stuff is getting a speed boost from me standing here. Is that cool or what? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So I am artificially enhancing the growth of these crops just by sitting here. They're at 85% already. That one has grown. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Yep, I am outstanding in my fields because I make stuff grow faster when I stand in them. Let's see. There's another one. Getting all these different random tick rates. 71%, 85. That one's done. That one's done. Yeah, this is very cool. I think this is a lot safer than using the Watch of Flowing Time. It means I wouldn't have to worry about using something like this, the Harvest Goddess Band. It's a little more subtle. It's a little more server friendly. Now, if I did get this, and that would boost it even crazier. The only thing that doesn't want to cooperate is this one. What's going on there, buddy? There we go. So, okay, that's cool. Now, let's see. Where's their lava? I gotta think about this. Lava. Made it out of clay. Lava. I hope you're gonna stay. I'm not sure where there's some lava. I don't really think I know offhand. I thought there was some right near here at least, but I can't remember. See a skeleton. But this armor is going to be very, very epic. We have, in theory, a fight coming up. I hope what will be soon. And let's drop all the way back down here. Where we are going to tackle the Ender Dragon. This also means the stuff is super resilient because this armor has got lava resistance. I could use it in the nether. Oak desk. The stars await. The time for us to leave this place is upon us. We have been away from our home from the stars for far too long. I put forth a suggestion that we attempt to repair our ship or find some other means of leaving this world. We have grown far too comfortable here. I have already begun preparations as an alternate means of leaving this place should the egg be beyond repair. Those who wish to assist me in these endeavors are welcome to do so. Those who do not can stay here and rot. I think... I'm not sure who put this together. Shadowstar WD. Let's go over here real quick and see. We still have stuff sitting here from Christmas. Let's go over here and see what he is. Okay, I saw him building this. I thought it was just some side project of his, but apparently he is ready to get the heck out of here. Okay, he's got a conveyor belt system. And it looks like he is stocking up some crates. Piles of crates and whatnot. What is that? Oh, that's a glowstone corner. Yeah. Lava, water. Wow. Okay. It looks like he's got some kind of a power core that's been made for whatever we're going to use. Whoosh. Okay. Conveyor belts. He's got a crane set up and everything. Wow. Okay. I don't know what to make of this, but it looks like concrete. Okay. It looks like Mr. Shadowstar has designs for us to get off this planet. And to be honest, I've been thinking about it some myself as well. We've neglected the BDE a little bit too long. I fear that we have gotten so complacent on this world that the engines, the reactor has actually probably been irreparably damaged sitting in the water down here. Now that we've got this armor and we don't have to worry. Yeah. I'm seeing... Did I hear a skeleton down here? There must be some hollowed out space underneath here. I fear that seawater got into the actual core, and it's probably been too long, which means that the engines of this massive ship probably can't be fixed. I do think it's time that we start thinking about maybe getting back off of this and going back to our home world. We have all sorts of fluids that have basically run dry, engine components that have been cannibalized, various hydraulics and coolants that have completely depleted, and probably irreparably damaged parts of this ship because we didn't stay on top of it, and we probably should have. But alas, that is the way things sometimes work. Some of the lighting is busted. And of course, then there is this mess up here. I have come over here once to try and actually get the computers reformatted. I haven't had any luck. We've still got error screens all over the place over on the status wall. The main computer core is, dare I say, fried. So we might have to start from scratch. I think we could probably salvage some components, but I don't know what. Is it time for us to return back to our home? I'm curious what you, the viewers, say about this. Do you think it's time for us to try and see if we can get back home? Start making our way back out there? Airlock safety override. That's been stuck that way for months now. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. We still have oil leaks down here. We haven't fixed in the actual landing struts. We've got other stuff on the landing struts down there that are damaged and bent from pushing the gear out. Like that one is actually intact, but that one's bent. Maybe it's time. Maybe Shadowstar's right. Maybe it's actually time for us to get back home. Not yet, though. Not quite yet. I still have some preparations and learning to do. I'm going to, in between this episode and next, see if I can actually figure out what I want to put on the boots. I do not know what I want to put on my blood armor boots because I don't know what sigils that you can actually use with it. I have just about all the sigils that I can use except for haste and run speed, and I'm not sure I want to use those because they can be kind of annoying. I don't want to use the Phantom Bridge because I wouldn't be able to turn just it on and off. I'd have to turn it and everything else in the armor on and off using this. So, like if I do this, yep, inhibit. And then night vision is expiring. And then if I right click it again, all of it comes back. Huh. Yep, I do want to do the boots, but I do have to actually look at all the different sigils, and like suppression doesn't work on there. Sigil of the Assassin, I'm not sure if it does work at all, much less if it works on the armor. I'm curious about that. You can't use compression on there. You cannot, the Void has no purpose on there. Void Sigil has no purpose on the armor. Elemental Affinity, you cannot. You have to actually put water and fire separately. It won't let you put Elemental Affinity. I could put one of the air, an air sigil, to reduce fall damage, but I mean, because I have that, I don't have to worry about fall damage. That's not really a concern. Sigil of Sight doesn't do anything because the divination sigil does that. It gives you not only being able to see your blood network, but it also gives you night vision. So the oh no, wait a minute. No. The vision of the blood lamp gives you night vision. The divination sigil lets you see your blood network. So yeah, the sigil of sight, I don't really think would do anything. Phantom Bridge does work, but I don't want it on all the time. That's going to be annoying. Magnetism, I could do that instead of a magnet. Instead of this, that would be nice. So I could actually put this away when I'm wearing my blood armor. If it works with the armor, we'd have to look. Holding doesn't do anything. I could do haste and I could do fast miner. I could do those. And I'm tempted just to do haste and maybe magnetism. Maybe those are the ones I'm going to put in my boots. And when we do that, then we can use one more of these. That'll be a good use for that item. And yeah, I think it's going to be cool. In the meantime, let's get my boots back. I'm going to get my boots back. Let's go back to our Ender IO Darksteel armor. But we've got potentially some really amazing armor that we could use for the dragon fight that's coming up at some point soon. And I need to start thinking about ideas. How are we going to get off this planet? You know, I've got enough power in this station, and I could make more if I put some turbines in the engineering section downstairs. Engineering, please. I love being able to do this. All the way down. Bloop. Okay, I've got a... Where is it? Big reactor right here, okay? If I wanted to, I could put a turbine of equal size, or maybe just a turbine straight up, real tall turbine, from big reactors right here, and we could generate massive chunks of power. Then if I wanted to, we could actually put a battery bank, just a massive power reserve straight up here. Make it like a 3x3 by floor to ceiling bank of batteries of these things, right? Vibrant capacitors, huge swat of power. If we combined that and funneled the big reactor into a turbine, channeled all that power into a vibrant capacitor bank, then we could actually use those cryo-cooled, whatever pipes are. These things, yeah, cryo-stabilized flux ducts. We could actually get these, and they have infinite RF, which means we could get these, hook it up to a tesseract, and then pipe that tesseract with these things coming out the other end into whatever we wanted to do over on that platform. Ooh, with that much power, we could actually funnel it all into one big swat and actually do a teleporter. Oh, that's an idea. It's going to be expensive, though. I'm going to start working on that. Something to think about. The brain worm. I will talk to you folks later. Thank you very, very much for watching this late episode. Let's go back to the office. And these pipes are dumb, but they're so useful. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I want to have... I don't need to have an exit point there. There's no point. There's no need. No need. Okay. I'm going to do some tidying up around here. I'll catch you folks later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.